Let's wait for the indication, as usual. And welcome. This is Nuke Marine presenting Let's Learn Japanese, course series for the self-study of Japanese from basics and beginnings up to intermediate and hopefully advanced. Today will be, as usual, Let's Read Japanese. So up above I'll be reading the audio in which I'll be reading to, in this case the anime Steins Gate, and off the side will be the text to which I'll be reading through the audio. In this case it's the subtitle rips of that anime. The idea is, again, I read along as the audio plays, and if I see a word I don't know, I pause real quick, look up what the meaning is. Alright, so this is Steins Gate. This is going to be the last two episodes of Steins Gate, so episodes 23 and 24. After starting tomorrow, I should be going to the second half of Harry Potter Book 3, which is the last Harry Potter book I'll be doing on these live streams. It's probably going to be the last book I read of Harry Potter. Just because the books after that start getting into the, this book's be like 18 hours, and the next books are like in the 30s and 40s, about the number of hours it takes to read through it, as far as the length of the audio books are concerned. Plus, I wanted to make sure it's like after Harry Potter and the next anime, which I'll be doing Attack on Titan. After that, I'll be getting back into. I want to get to where I'm doing Japanese novels. Something kind of like equivalent to this would be, this is 300 pages. This only be like maybe 6 hours, but usually around the books that are around 10 hours long. Got a few of those already in the pipeline, so I'm looking forward to that. And also just regular Japanese dramas. I might, some of it might try to get from Netflix. So in fact, the first two is going to be from Netflix. So it's going to be Terrace House, Boys and Girls Next Door, and which is the very first Terrace House. The first 26 weeks or 26 episodes of that, 2 seasons, and then 3 seasons of Shinya no Shokudo, which is Midnight Cafe or Midnight Diner, and both those are actually pretty good dramas. There may be another one in which Kino Nani o Tabeta, which was kind of fun to watch. So I might. So basically, I'll treat the dramas on Netflix like I've been doing with these anime, and also mix it with some of the older dramas that happen to have the transcripts available from Drama Note. So there's this like 200 dramas on Drama Note that have transcripts, and so it'd be a shame to one, there's some really good dramas, so I want to do it that way, and also again it is fun to do, use that as a learning resource later on, because I have found like taking it from subtitles is nice and all, but I find having an actual Japanese sentence that's not just necessarily of spoken but of descriptive is fun, and it has improved my ability to read regular Japanese novels. Who knew? Let's see, K2 White Mouse, thank you for the sub. And What Plan? Hi, hey, how you doing? I don't know how subs work, so I apologize if it's supposed to be. I assume though it's like subs is like a paid. I haven't even set up the way to where so I guess any funds that are being generated on Twitch are staying in some account, and I haven't even accessed that account yet, although I guess I should, just to keep things straight, although I'm pretty sure it's not too worried about that at the moment. But anyway, thank you very much for the subscription. Let's see what else. I think, like, starting tomorrow I should be able to go back to YouTube, as in live streaming on YouTube, and I'll make a decision if I want to do that or not. Part of me wants to, just because it's easier to, it feels like if I interact on YouTube, you can see the comments on the side of the screen. I never really looked into Twitch as to how to make sure, the comments that people are making are showing off to the side. I don't like it showing live, because so if you get the troll in there, then of course that could run, and then I got to do some work to try to remove the trollish behavior. Anyway, I don't know how that all works, and I never bothered to learn. I guess I should have bothered, considering how much time I've spent on Twitch. But okay, so there it is. Anyway, that's the current plan. So most likely tomorrow I'll be back on YouTube, because the 3 months passed since I had that takedown notice of that one video. It was a random video in this one series, but yeah, that takedown means that I could not live stream for 3 months. Okay, oh, thank you. Alright, so $2.50 per sub. Well, thank you very much. Alright, which is kind of insulting now that I think about it. It's like, hey, well, thank you for the sub. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be on Twitch anymore. That's really fucking rude. I apologize. And way I usually tell people, be more fair if you want to, because a lot of stuff I make is actually just kind of it's just given away to anybody who shows they own, the stuff that it's made from. So like, right now it's, if I made the Tango deck, so if you own the Tango books, you get access to those decks. If you own the Take-Hymns, if you own the not the PDF, but the physical book of Take-Hymns Guide to Japanese Grammar, I'll give you the decks that I made for Take-Hym. If you have a subscription to iKnow, I guess I'll give you the links to the core 2K, 6K decks, that sort of thing. I'm trying not to say, oh, you got to be a Patreon member in order to get access to this material. Instead, it's like, okay, if you're a Patreon member, you do get access, but if you already have, legit access to this material anyway, like through the original source, then fine, yeah, here you go as well. And I've got no problem with that. Okay, with that said, thank you all very much for this intro, and let's get on to it. So we're going to start off, we're going to do the news up to about the half-hour mark. If you don't want to, because I don't have control, okay, I do have control, but I don't censor what's being covered. So there are some, let's say, dark subject matter that gets covered in some of these news clips. So viewer discretion is advised. Skip to the 30-minute mark if you want to, get to where roughly when I'm going to be starting doing the Steins Gate portion. If you're watching this later, otherwise just come back in about 23 minutes. That's it. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Let's see.
先週17歳11ヶ月の史上最年少で
Yeah, I'm feeling this isn't. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not going to do this one. This is like a 4-minute video. I apologize. I try to limit it to videos that are like 1 or 2 minutes long at most.
Yokohama 市のマンションで
There we go. Okay. Stabbed a roommate. Kyoju. Alright, here we go. Put in both earphones.
Yokohama 市のマンションで31歳の男性が男に刃物で刺されてその後死亡した事件で、逮捕された男が交際相手の部屋に男性がいたので刺したなどと供述していることが分かりました。
供述していることが分かりました。
吉沢弘樹容疑者は
吉沢弘樹容疑者
20日午前2時ごろ、横浜市金沢区のマンションで会社員の横堀弘和さんの
横堀弘和のその
腹や首を包丁で突き刺すなどして殺害しようとした疑いで現行犯逮捕されました。横堀さんは搬送先の病院で死亡が確認されました。その後の警察への取材で吉沢容疑者が交際相手の部屋に行ったら男性がいたので刺した、殺すつもりで刺したなどと供述していることが分かりました。
So it was premeditated. Okay.
部屋には20代の女性が住んでいて、事件当時も女性がいたということです。女性は怪我をしていて入院しています。警察は交際の事実があったのかを含め詳しく調べています。
All right, so just went to a mansion, stabbed the guy, and the lady that was there was stabbed as well. So premeditated. Don't say what the motive is. All right. That's some of the darker stories that get covered.
.5人が去年12月、
Okay.
阪神高速道路
Oh, back here.
去年12月、阪神高速道路で軽
阪神高速道路 Okay, so that's just the 阪神高速道路で
自動車が逆走し5人
like passenger car, light vehicle. 軽自動車のOh, so on the going the wrong direction. 逆走し
人が死傷した事故で、警察は酒を飲んで車を運転していた男を書類送検しました。
Wait, is this the story I read recently? That one was. This one sounds familiar. This story sounds familiar.
去年12月、大阪市の阪神高速池田線の出入
池田線の
り橋出口から軽
襟橋口かな。
自動車が誤って進入。およそ650メートル逆走して乗用車と正面衝突し、軽自動車に乗っていた2人が死亡、3人が重軽傷を負いました。警察のその後の調べで、軽自動車を運転し重傷を負った31歳の男が事故当日、職場の忘年会で酒を飲んでいたことが分かりました。男は逆走したいきさつなどについて
気殺など
よく覚えていないと話していて、警察は正常な運転が難しい状態だったと判断。今日、男を危険運転致死傷の疑いで書類送検しました。
So just reckless driving and vehicular manslaughter. 致死傷疑いで送検した。Yeah, okay. So again, just drunk driver killed 2 people, injured 3. And right there is like you're saying, like it came from work. So again, it's very common for people like my wife's company where she works at. Again, there's a kind of like a cafeteria there, but again, after hours there, again you can get drinks and not only can you eat there. So it's very common to basically after work, they're still at the company cafeteria eating and drinking, until like 9, 10, or even later at night. Then go even then say Shijikai, the second type of after party, as well as that. So that's very common. And so right there, it's it's kind of weird. They don't say the company. Did they say the company the person worked at or not? Usually they'll say the suspect and then the company they worked at. They usually do that, but here they didn't mention the company, probably because it originated from the drinking started at the company. I don't know if that was one of the reasons. Okay. Okay. Talk about the gentleman who committed suicide, the actor who committed suicide, Miura Haruma. Miura Haruma. Okay. God damn it.
部屋にあった俳優の三浦春馬さん
Okay. Miura Haruma-san, 死去。マドダーナ最高です。マドダーナ最高。手帳に作り絵の内容。死生観。今月18日に亡くなった俳優の三浦春馬さんの部屋から仕事に関する悩みなどが書かれた手帳が見つかっていたことが関係者への採集で分かりました。
俳優の三浦春馬さんはおととい午後、東京港区の自宅マンションで自殺したとみられています。部屋にあった三浦さんの手帳には日記のような形で思いが綴られていましたが、その後の関係者への取材で役作りなど仕事に関しての悩み、死生観などが書かれていたほか、最後には死に関する記述もあったということです。
記述、最後の死に関する記述もあった。
日付などはなく、いつ書かれたかは分かっていないということです。今悩みを抱えているという方はご覧の相談窓口があります。このほか厚生労働省のホームページでも紹介されています。
All right. So again, it was just talking about the about the fact that he was not only was committing suicide, he was having thoughts about this. It was like not an ongoing thing for him. And so it's saying like now they're kind of given the heads up, if you are feeling suicidal tendencies, if you feel it, call these numbers, and get help. Same thing in most countries, I'm sure. So like in the U.S. suicide helpline, or in other countries. So obviously I can't go through list all the numbers possible for around the worldwide. It's just that remember, as I said, suicide it's like a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and I know it's like you can't see what the people's thoughts about you, so you're almost like drowning in your own thoughts. So it's and you can't say it's like you ever heard the saying money can't buy happiness, and again it's like you can't buy out depression, you can't spend it away. It's not how it works. And again, the help it has, like especially in the entertainment industry, I'm sure, where almost you're put in a position of privilege, where you are in a position of privilege, and you feel like you don't have a right to feel bad. It's like saying, why do you feel bad if you're rich? It's almost like, well, why should you feel happy if you're poor? I mean, that's how insulting that would be. So you gotta understand, like, there are people who are going through trouble. You can't, it's hard to put yourself in the mindset of someone, and again, it takes a little bit of empathy to understand, like, there is this person who thinks this is the only way which can go. So and it could have been, if he had been, if he had went through the attempt and got found just at the right time, he could have realized, hey, this is like serious, and he could have gotten help and still be alive today. So that's why, again, it is important to pay attention to someone, like look at some of the warning signs when it comes to it. Some things, like for people who look like they're under stress, all of a sudden the next day, like they've been seemed like what appeared to be so much stress, and all of a sudden, like one day they look all happy and cheerful. That's a warning sign. It may be that they've decided, hey, I'm going to end this. and now they realize like there's no stress anymore because they realize they're not going to have to deal with it anymore. That's, again, so be, again, these are warning signs. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means these are warning signs to be aware of. Again, keeping, diaries like this about emotion, keeping it a secret, that's kind of hard because, again, how often you're able to look at someone's kind of like secret diary and whatnot. But that's why, and it's a very difficult thing to handle. Because again, we're not like trained psychologists, psychiatrists to to be able to handle it. But again, you're not supposed to handle it. You're just supposed to say it's a warning sign and get them help. You don't have to provide the help. You just get it to them. That's the way this can work out. Because maybe again they just don't see that there is an answer available to them. Even if it's just like that one point where it's like when they realize they're not going to worry about anything anymore because they think, oh, I'm going to kill myself, and you realize like, look at that mindset. Just don't give a shit anymore. Again, this is not like, oh, this cures everybody's suicidal tendency. It doesn't. It just that maybe one slight mindset could be, that one thing that changed you. Then grab onto the fact that you feel good now, and you can continue. But it's like, hey, get rid of those thoughts that were holding you back. That doesn't mean like that could be a way. That's hard to do though. But you just say you were able to do it briefly, you might be able to continue this. Which is just the right type of mindset. Sometimes it's a change of lifestyle. Again, pull back is like, you're going to remove yourself from it entirely. So maybe, hey, just remove yourself right now. And in that lifestyle as opposed to the, from life. Just some things that can happen. And again, it just depends on the situation. It's and sometimes it's like there is a solace. This is the reason why alcohol is sometimes involved is that, again, alcohol reduces the rational thought process. I don't know if there was alcohol involved with this gentleman's suicide, but when you introduce drugs and then you remove a rational thought process of the mind, then it just turns into more emotional. So something that was, rationally you would think about but maybe stop, instead you don't stop. So you do take that step that can't be that final step off that edge of that cliff that you've been kind of towing the line on, and that happens. And it could have been a whole other different set of situations, and this person would have still been with us, and that can happen. And so, just be aware, of how it's definitely when you see a change in the personality of a friend. That could be especially a friend that has been under some type of stress. That could be again, just be aware of those. There's some other warning signs as well. Giving away everything, that's a warning sign. And again, that doesn't mean that if they give away, warning signs are not like guarantees. It's just like, hey, keep an eye out, and then maybe contact someone who can get this person help if they need it. Yeah. So sorry about this turning into kind of a dark subject, but this is like the second or third day or second time that this story popped up on the read, and it is also a subject that pops up in the Let's Reads, like the Evangelion. One of the characters' mothers. She finds that the mother had committed suicide. And I didn't go into a spiel about that because I don't think it treated the situation that well. But again, this is a situation that happened, and this isn't the first well-known person in Japan's entertainment media or also in the world that has committed suicide. It won't be the last, unfortunately. But occasionally, a situation like this is like give people a heads up. Hey, there could be help. In my wife's family, she's had a relative that's committed suicide, so she has to be aware. Not in our close friends that I'm aware of. But like in the military, we've had people that we worked with that has committed suicide, so we are aware of that to try to keep a lookout. Especially like, and sorry again getting into spiel about this. Like in the military, I was in the Navy, and usually in the Navy you'd have what's called deployments, which means you're going to leave for like 6 months to 9 months. Doing whatever on the ships, and so you're away from the United States, away from your family. The only communication at that time, maybe a phone call if you're lucky. This is prior to where we are. In the ships I was on, we were finally getting internet because that was the equipment I was working on, was able to allow you to get shipboard internet at sea, or at sea phone lines. That was through the equipment that I was help maintaining. So that changes the calculus. But again, prior to most deployments, there are certain things that as a commanding officer, going to be aware is going to be happening. First thing is, again, some females have gotten pregnant, and if you, again, 6 months a long time, you don't want a female giving birth while they're deployed. So you make sure they get sent TAD, to stay stateside while the deployment. That happens. Again, biology plays, but also in this case is going to be suicide. There are going to be people that look at that 6-month deployment as something that is destructive to whatever they feel is their life, and so they've committed suicide. So in San Diego, sometimes it's the parking on the Coronado Bridge and they jump off. It happens. One case, he was an engineer and he committed suicide in the engineering room, and it just is a tragic thing that could have been stopped, because the military does one of the things about military mission accomplishment, but also troop welfare. That applies to all the branches. So yeah, we got to do this mission. Yeah, the ship has to leave. This crew has to leave. But again, we got to take care of the crew. Again, troop welfare. We take care of the crew as well, which means individually. And if hey, this person seriously needs the help, they will get you the help. But sometimes people don't see that. They're taught repress these emotions, don't share what you're feeling, and knuckle down. Bend and grin and bear it type things. These kind of negative ways of repressing emotions that don't go away. They're still there. They're just repressed, and again, it will just bubble up to a point where you get situations like this happen. Okay. Again, sorry about going to this, but if you've seen the way I do it, I've actually react to certain news broadcasts or certain news clips and go into my own spiel, because again, it just hits a nerve that I feel like I need to talk about, need to kind of get out, because this is kind of like emotional therapy for me. I'm talking about stuff that I'm thinking about, but when I say it out loud, it kind of adds a bit more either weight to what I was feeling, or it removes the severity of what I was feeling. Like, it all of a sudden doesn't feel as bad if I put it out there. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that was so bad type thing. Then so that's just my own personal thing. I doubt it's actually helping anybody else out there. Some people enjoy hearing my thought process on that. I get that, but again, it's not really the main purpose of this channel. It just happens to be something that happens because of the way I happen to be. Me and my weird ass life of 45 years has done all sorts of random shit. So especially 20 years of the military, there's lots and lots of random shit. But even then, the 18 years of my life as growing up in Texas, there's been a lot of random shit that I think I joked about it. I could fill up 5 episodes of Jerry Springer, if you know who Jerry Springer is now. So yeah, it was like that. Cool. Let's get started with the Let's Reads. Okay, episode 23. Alright, turn the volume down to 30. Good. Alright. August 21st.
第三次世界大戦。
その結果、2036年には世界中の57億人が犠牲になっている。きっかけはこれ。これなんだろう。
ロボじゃね？
ロボ？
変形とかしたりして。タイムマシンだ。マジ？
さすがおじさん、知ってるんだね。だったら話は早い。私と一緒に来て。
断る。
おかりん、
俺はアルファ世界線からここへ来た。この3週間何度も何度も世界線を変え、クリスを犠牲にしてこのベータ世界線にたどり着いたんだ。その全てを無駄にするなんてそんなことはできない。
クリスさん。
クリス。おお、確かこの前ラジカンで刺された科学者がそんな名前だったんじゃね？
岡部倫太郎、もしも世界大戦を回避するのに必要なことが2010年7月28日に亡くなった牧瀬クリスを助けることだと言ったら。
どういうことだ？
詳しいことはわからない。ただ私が受けたミッションは一つ。牧瀬クリスを救い、アトラクタフィールドの干渉を受けない。
干渉？干渉を受けない。
唯一の世界線、シュタインズゲートを目指せ。
Hey, that's the title of this TV show. Okay. All right. Kyokai Menjo. Kyokai Menjo. That's the limits, surface of the limits, upper surface limits. Anyway, Steins Gēto.
シュタインズゲート。
この計画を立てたのは未来のおじさんと父さん。全ては推測でしかない。
推測 suggested rule 続いて foundations conjectures
もしかしたら2人の理論は間違っていて、シュタインズゲートなんて世界線は存在しないのかもしれない。でもそれでも私は行く。素晴らしい未来が待っているという未知の可能性にかける。
未知の可能性が抱える。
もしおじさんが私と一緒に行ってくれるなら、この手を握って。
あのね、マユシは今の話ちんぷんかんぷんなのです。
ちんぷんかんぷんちんぷんかんぷんyeah, so rare parts and difficult part, or foreign parts. ちんぷんかんぷん。
でもその人がクリスさんって人がオカリにとって大切な人なら頑張るべきじゃないかな。
第三次世界大戦とかオカリの妄想に近すぎで他に対応できる人間はいないと思われ。未来の57億人には興味はない。ただ
You shouldn't say asshole-ish things like that, even if you believe it. Just keep that to yourself. Although I do get it. Like it's hard to. I'm sorry to go into this. It's like when you look at something like Armageddon, where there's the world is at, Michael Bay tries to show flashes of people randomly around the world. You don't care because you haven't been emotionally connected to the character, so it's hard to like care about if they die or not. It's just, as far as you're concerned, the world is gone. It's like at the beginning of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Again, they just destroy the whole world. Not even in those like the big Appalachia, just goes in kind of like in a blurb. So it's hard to imagine that, but still, you don't say it out loud because it makes you look like an inconsiderate asshole. Even if I understand that, but again, that's the reason why we're doing shows like this. Again, you ever see it like it's like Independence Day. People are dying all around, and everyone gets all excited because the dog survives the fire. You not realize like the hundreds of or thousands of people got killed in that fireball, but yeah, the dog survived, so everyone claps and cheers. Again, because you can emotionally, you really connect to that dog real quick, so you're happy that it survived. That's how that works. So that's just a stunt or a trick of filmmaking or books. You got to connect yourself to a character to feel happy when they survive, or to feel sadness when they don't. Because you can't, unfortunately, Nameless Person number 5. It's hard to have this emotional attachment. It's the human brain is not designed that way, unfortunately. Anyway, sorry. Let's keep on going.
ありがとう。すぐ乗って。
二人乗れるのか？
もちろん。私の父さんが作った最高傑作なんだから。
Gesaku. Oh, I have seen that before. Gesaku. That's supposed to be approach, right? Greatness, excellence. Gesaku.
おかり。携帯は置いていって。向こうのおじさんが持っている携帯と混戦する可能性があるから。
行ってくる。
頑張ってね。
これがタイムマシン。
1975年と2000年に立ち寄ってきたけど、状態は良好。もっともそろそろ燃料がやばいけどね。
燃料。Fires it, burning energy. Fuel. Okay. 燃料が。
待て、過去から未来にも行けるのか？
お、当たり前じゃん。タイムマシンなんだから。
そうか。あの時とは世界線が違うから。
座って。向かうのは7月28日の12時前。到着する場所は変えられないから、あんまり前すぎるとラジカンで騒ぎが起きてマキセ・クリスの行動が変わる可能性がある。初めてだと結構 G がきついから。
Sounds like gravity?
覚悟して。必ず出るんだ。時のかけらみたいなもん。
Oh, fragment. かけら。かけら。
綺麗でしょ？行くよ。
待て。胃液が逆流して。
もうだらしないな。
Yeki, so I guess stomach contents, vomit. Let's see if it's actually saying vomit or bile. Gastric juices.
急いで。この時間にいる自分との接触は避け 深刻なタイムパラドックスが起きるから。彼女が刺されるまでどのくらい？
あと20分といったところか。
私はタイムマシンのセッティングしておくから、おじさんは彼女を守って。
おじさんはやめろ。7月28日、血まみれで倒れていたクリスを見たあの日、俺は真由里と一緒に中鉢博士の会見を見に来て、屋上の物音を聞いて、そういえば真由里はこの後7階のウーパのところに。まずい。お前このために呼びつけたのか？
このシリーズあまり残ってないのにマユシーは。
仕方がない。奥の階段から8階へ戻るか。
メタルだよ、メタルウーパー。
レアなのか？
すっごく。
ここまで来れば。
あ、すみません。
クリス。
どうして私の名前を？
クリスが生きている。
どこかでお会いしましたっけ？
クリス。
聞いてます。何なんです？質問に答えてください。
俺はお前を。
待って、待ちなさい。
基本的なタイムマシンの構造は配布した資料をご覧いただくとして、
I guess that's like the elevator pitch, the short contents. Let's see. 配布 wide distribution 配布した資料 okay
ここでは基礎的な理論のみ解説していくことにする。
I know it's foundational 基礎的基礎的な理論のみ
これまで世界中
計画書にはおじさんはマキセ・クリスをマークできるはずだってあったけど、できる？それと彼女を外に連れ出すのは危険だから、殺害した者が誰なのか原因を特定しないと結局。死へと収束する可能性が高い。
真由里の時と同じか。
なんだいきなり。
なんだではない。あなたのタイムマシン理論は何だ？カーブラックホール、世界線、すべてジョン・タイターの。
もうすぐクリスはここで本当に来るのか？もしかして別の場所で刺されてここに。そうか、その可能性も。クリス。やはりこれからここで読んでいるのはタイムマシン。だからクリスが世界線を変える鍵に。
何の用だ？
これを読んでほしいの、パパ。
パパ？ 仲間じゃ博士。
パパが7年ぶりに連絡をくれて、会見を見に来いって言ってくれたでしょ。それがきっかけになったの。
まさか
頭に浮かんだ
クリスの父親が。
もしかしたらタイムマシンが作れるんじゃないかって。パパの意見を聞かせてほしいの。もしそれが認められたら、学会を追放されたパパのリベンジに。
追い放す。Expulsion. Chase after.
追放されたのではない。私の方が嫌気がさして見切りをつけたのだ。
ごめん。
悪くない内容だ。
本当？私ね、パパさえ良ければそれを共同署名で発表してもいいと思ってるの。
共同署名。
だってきっかけはパパが。
バカなことを言うな。帰れ。この論文は私の名前で発表する。
そんな、まさかパパ盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だと思ってたのに。
黙れ。よくも盗むなどと。なぜお前。
See, this is the part where you actually interject yourself into the situation. Yeah.
お前はそんなに優秀なのだ。娘が親より優秀でいい道理などない。
道理。Okay, it's not the natural flow of things. Reasons. Now, see, that's weird. Like, that's not what you're supposed to say. Like, you're supposed to be better than your parents. That's, you really, you're supposed to raise your kids like the teacher wants the student to excel past whatever the teacher is able to accomplish. You want that.
お前さえいなければ私は優秀でいられたのだ。お前さえいなければ。
He should have been saying, like, he should have done it with a doctor, and then, kind of go back to one more time. Okay.
お前さっきのそういうことか。貴様ら示し合わせて私の会見を台無しにしようとしていたんだな。そうか、そういうことか。
パパ、守るんだクリソ。
私をバカにするな。
Where's the lady with the gun? Should she be around here?
おのれ。
もうやめてパパ、お願い。
私に指図するな。貴様に何がわかる。私の気持ちが、私のこの屈辱が、地獄が。
屈辱。Shame. 屈辱。
お前さえいなければ。やめろ。お前さえいなければ。
It's 2 against 1. Why is... Never mind. It's when they do shit like this in they do it in dramas as well. It's like it's you know how hard it is to accidentally kill someone like that? Yeah, I mean, it's purposely killing someone like that is hard to do. They're doing it accidentally all the time. Sorry. Here, let me help. Oh, and then kill it. Jesus. God. Sorry.
クリスバカどもがお前らにはふさわしい末路だ。
ごめんなさい、巻き込んじゃって。
どうして？
父親だから。パパに認められたくて、それだけで。
クリス、
怖いよ。私死にたくない。
Stop the fucking blood flow! Jesus! Lay her down. You probably just stabbed her in the liver. Yes, that's it's probably gonna die real quick. But still, put the pressure on. Call the. Jesus fucking Christ! I can't feel bad about it because it was like so fucking stupid.
もう戻ってきた。
オカリン、その血。
大丈夫、これはおじさんの血じゃないから。
That doesn't make it better. Don't worry, it's not my blood. It's not his blood. Okay.
オカリン、
おじさん辛いだろうけどまだ諦めちゃダメ。もう一度過去に戻るだけの燃料は残っている。
うるさい。どうせまた言っても同じだ。アトラクターフィールドの収束によってクリスは死んでしまうんだ。
オカリンの携帯だ。
メール？
開けて。
でも
いいから。
テレビを見ろ。
テレビ？
中鉢博士を乗せた飛行機は貨物室に火災を起こしながらも
貨物シーツ。
かろうじて亡命先のロシアに着陸した模様です。
それにしても助かったよ。これが金属探知機にかかったおかげで論文が焼けずに済んだのだ。
マイシーのメタルウーパー。ほら見て、ここにマユシーの名前書いてあるもん。
本当だ。でもなんでロシアに？
あの論文が全ての始まりなんだ。これをきっかけに大国間で熾烈なタイムマシン開発競争が始まる。時間を制することは世界を制するも同じだからね。そして世界大戦に発展する。57億人の命がかかってるの。 マキセ・クリスを救って世界線を変えて。
無理だよ。前入りの時と同じなんだよ。どんなにあがこうが結果は変わらない。クリスは死ぬんだ。
どうしてたった1回の失敗で。
1回バカ言うな。俺が何十回失敗したと思ってる。俺には分かってるんだ。この時間の輪がどれだけ不条理にできているか、どれだけ残酷な結末を用意しているか。
不条理。
分かっていた。分かっていたんだ。こうなるって。もう疲れたよ。
オカリンは途中で諦める人じゃないよ。マユシーは知ってるもん。オカリンは絶対諦める人じゃない。マユシーがおばあちゃんとさよならできずにいた時も諦めないで毎日お墓に来てくれた。だからさよならできたんだよ。だからマユシーは元気になったんだよ。だから諦めちゃダメだよ。
7月28日にムービーメールが来ていたはず。
7月28日。
今なら見れるはず。マキセ・クリスの救出に一度失敗した今なら。
どういうことだ。
騙してごめん。一度失敗するのは計画のうちだったんだ。おじさんがそれを見るための。
これは 初めましてだな。15年前の俺。
オカリンだ。
このメールを開いているということはクリスを救うことに失敗したということだな。さぞ辛かっただろう。だがその辛さが俺に執念を与えた。
しつこい、深く思い込んでいた、諦めたりされたり、執念の
だからなかったことにするわけにはいかなかったのだ。いわば下ごしらえのようなものだな。
いわば下ごしらえの。
これでやっと計画の本題に入ることができる。
本題。計画の問題。
マキセ・クリスを救いシュタインズゲートに入る計画だ。条件は2つ。中鉢博士がロシアに持ち込んだタイムマシンに関する論文をこの世から葬り去ること。
葬り去る。
もう一つはマキセ・クリスを救うことだ。それができればだがマキセ・クリスの死を回避し過去を改変するのはアトラクタフィールドの収束により不可能。そうだな。はっきり言おう。クリスを救うことは可能だ。方法が間違っているだけなのだ。いいかよく聞け。確定した過去を変えてはいけない。最初のお前自身が見たことをなかったことにしてはならない。なかったことにすれば過去改変が起こり全てが失われる。 お前がアルファ世界線で経験したことを思い出せ。わずか3週間だったが、お前にはマギセ・クリスと過ごした記憶があるはずだ。クリスと共にマユリを救うため多くの思いを犠牲にし、もがき続けた経験が存在しているはずだ。
もがき。
お前の3週間の世界線漂流を。
漂流。3週間の世界。
無駄にしてはならない。なかったことにしてはいけない。いくつもの世界線を旅してきたからこそ、クリスを助けたいと思うお前はそこにいる。タイムマシン開発に全てを捧げた俺がここにいる。お前が立っているその場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ到達できた場所なんだ。だから騙せ、お前自身を。クリスが死んだという過去を変えずに彼女を救え。生きているクリスを過去の自分に死んだと観測させろ。そうすれば
観測。
過去改変は起きない。
そうか。
どういうこと？
オカリンわかるん？
お前ならわかるはずだ。ちなみにタイムマシンの形式は C204 型。頭文字が何を意味するか言うまでもないな。
クリスティーナ。
そして目的の世界線をシュタインズゲートと名付けたのも俺だ。なぜその名なのかもお前ならわかるはずだ。特に意味はない。そうだろう。これより最終ミッション、オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。
スクルド、オペレーションスクルド、概要、大数字。
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。
概要を説明する。
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト、それを見た岡部倫太郎。その確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えるのだ。
最初のお前を騙せ。世界を騙せ。
それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための条件だ。
健闘を祈る。エル・プサイ・コングル。一体何なん？今のが15年後のオカリン？
声渋かったよね。
オペレーションスクルートだとエルプサイコングルーだと33にもなって何をやっているんだ俺は。まるで12秒全開じゃないか。
12秒。12秒。
オカリ
やってやる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択というのならばな。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストオーイン・キョウマン。世界を騙すなど造作もない。 おいつものオカリンに戻った。
でもね、マユシーはこっちのオカリンの方が好きなのです。
あえてもう一度言おう。この俺は競技のマッドサイエンティスト大一強だ。世界はこの俺の手の中にある。
Okay. Hopefully that's when I upload that, all the music playing in the background, I'm pretty sure it's going to get a copyright hit. So that happened the last time. But not a bad copyright hit, not like I get my streaming rights taken away for 3 months bad, just that, okay, they claim ownership of it or something and get the, they monetize it or something. Okay, so that's that one. Let's go with the next one real quick. Last episode. I'll be honest, though, I didn't connect it. The scientist at the beginning, the doctor, was the father. When I was, because I have these on loop and they're playing, like occasionally you see it again. You always see like his face was like kind of more detailed than you expect for just a throwaway character. So it seemed like he, it suggested, yeah, he was an important character, just didn't make the connection. I guess I should have. Got copyright striking before on YouTube, never on Twitch. Yeah, I haven't got one on Twitch either. It's just that when I do upload these to YouTube, then that's when they get hit. But that's fine. It's just, I don't really mind those. I mean, it's just, all it does is just a monetization, and I don't monetize my videos anymore, so that part, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the takedown, that's the big issue. And that's the one you've got very little control over. I mean, even if the amount of loops you got to jump through to get that fixed, if that's if you want to claim. And what I'm doing is really difficult to claim. I mean, I do claim fair use because the way in which I'm approaching this particular media and how I'm presenting it and whatnot. Like, I'm pretty sure this was never intended to be presented in this manner ever. But yeah, so here I am. So that's the whole fair use thing. Transformative work, educational, and not monetized, so not trying to make money off of it, that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on with the next one. And that'll be it for Steins Gate. And again, just it's just that it's such a one of the tropes in Japanese dramas is if you see a flight of stairs and someone looks like they're gonna fall down the stairs and kill themselves. Because that always happens. Stairs just kill people. It ain't true. Or when it comes to stabbing, it's like it's always gonna be enough to kill the person, even though they're always stabbing down here in the guts. Like, you might hit the liver or something. Yeah, you will die out, if you don't get help immediately. But especially for a stab wound, but like if you stab in the stomach, the person is gonna die. It's gonna be painful as hell. You could get an infection, but again, that can be treated. But you kind of have to stab here, and it's kind of hard to get through the ribs, because really the heart is in the center of the chest. So you got to get through there, get through the rib into the heart. It's very difficult. It is like really difficult to kill someone. It happens, but I mean, to not only kill someone, accidentally kill someone with a knife, that is hard to do. And they do it all the time in cartoons. You always hear that good little or the little stabby sound they always do for Japanese anime and dramas. So it just head slapping bad and how they do it. It just, or the car running in. It's like just like Austin Powers made fun of. It's like it almost seems like you're standing there, and it's like, okay, you're looking at your watch and like, okay, I don't have time to move. I got to get run over. I've got no time. I'm sorry. I don't have time. The car is coming. I'm scared, and I just can't do it. Boom, the car hits. I mean, it feels like that. It just, and then the car. It's even funnier. Like the car is still driving off as if, oh, yeah, okay, not a care in the world, because that's what happens. But yeah. I get it. It does happen. I get, accident, but the way they present in dramas, it just is so bad. It just makes you not even want to, it just takes you out of the whole story. It would have been better off having the where the father still killed her. Don't have it where he's the one who's accidentally stabbed her. Have the father still be the one that did it. He should be the murderer. Sorry, not accidentally put the blame on Kyoma or Hoin or Okabe. Yep. And not only that way you have reason. You got to stop him from being the murderer and keep him from escaping, with the time travel plans. That would have been a better narrative than what you're getting here, where you're trying to put yet one more piece of guilt on him. It's like, look, I mean, because he did it in a stupid way. He, what was he going to do? You don't run after someone and stop. When you go up to him and it's like, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm going into Marine Corps training there, but yeah, it's like, kind of like they were saying Marine Corps, like you do with K-bar, so they're saying like, there's the, you go one way, come back, and then kind of stab and scramble it, scramble the eggs. I know it sounds gross and graphic, but it's just go there. That could do it. The shock of breathing in blood would just almost, especially if you cut the windpipe so the blood gets in there, so now you're breathing blood into the lungs. That, okay, again, graphic, I get it, but that kind of stops people. They don't want to do anything after that because they're just concerned with this. Now they can't breathe. I mean, it's kind of like when you, when you stab, stabby people, when you stab them, they die slowly because, again, it's just the wound is that small. It takes a long time. Whereas if you're doing slashes, again, it's a big opening, although it takes a lot more strength to slash and cause the damage to whatnot. I mean, okay, great. We're talking to how to kill people, which is, but it's just that it's difficult to kill someone. I mean, with bare hands, it's hard, really hard. Even with the knife, it's still kind of hard. I mean, it still takes time. People don't die instantly. It's like a slow process. Yeah, banned. Okay. All right. When you look at all the video games, and yeah, we introduce firearms. Oh, that's a whole other story. And even then, firearms weaponry, it's a lot of it is, like you see how like a lot of the, because I went through the the body armor you got to wear in getting deployed. Again, it's like 40 to 60 pounds of ceramic plating that you're wearing. And the idea is this again, so you're not getting fatal wounds. You're still going to get hurt, and if you get hit in the right place, it's going to hurt. It could kill you eventually, but slowly, but eventually. You're trying to avoid, cover all the things that cause instant death, so that this leaves you with a lot of the injuries that are. But that's the reason why you got people who are coming back with lost limbs and legs from like in the U.S. So like a lot of the soldiers come back with again, permanent injuries is because again they survived the deadly injuries, but now it becomes permanent injuries. Like again, you lose limbs because those are the parts that you can't put coverage on, like you could with big plates across the chest and the abdomens and stuff. I mean, they even had to where they put a metal plate under here because bullets were actually kind of like they were aiming to get right between the gap that was. So they started putting again armor in that area as well. That's just how they were doing it, just so that you can again survive sniper fire or shrapnel. Shrapnel's easy because that's just what flak jackets are. It's just to stop shrapnel. But actual bullets, yeah, okay, you had to like put it. And you saw some videos where he was a medical guy actually, but he got shot, got taken down, stood right back up, and returned fire. And I'm sure he was having a bad day after that, but again, he survived it. That's a different thing. I'm sorry, we're talking about now about wartime. Yeah, okay. Why am I talking about all this random shit? All right, sorry about that. Let's just go on to this.
これより最終ミッションオペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。血まみれで倒れている牧瀬クリスト、それを見た岡部倫太郎、その確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えるのだ。
父さん、そこのドライバー取って。
だから父さんって。
いいから早く。やっぱりあと1往復が限界かな。過去に行って戻ってくる、そのくらいの燃料しか残ってない。
お前がいた未来には帰れないということか。
もともと戻る気がなかった。こっちで世界線を変えて未来が変われば戻る必要はなかったから。ただもし変えることができなければ、私はここで生きていくことになる。ずっと後悔したまま。
何をバカなことを言っている。
おじさん。
おじさんではない。我が名は法王院京馬。狂気のマッドサイエンティストにして世界の支配構造を破壊する男。失敗などありえん。
分かった、信じるよ。
これよりオペレーションスクルドを実行に移す。時は来たれ。ここら辺に置いてあったはずなのだが。
時は来たらりキリとかしといて、忘れ物してラボに戻ってる件について。
はい、早くしてよ。タイムマシンあんまり長い間あそこに置いとくわけにはいかないんだから。
サイリウムセイバー、そんなもん何するん？
重要なのはこの先端に仕掛けられている血のり。
そんなのあったんだ。
なるほど、それをマキセ・クリスの血に見せるわけだね。
いかにも。7月28日の俺が血のりの上で気を失って倒れているクリスティーナを発見すれば確定した過去は変わらない。それがオペレーションスクルドの意味するところ。
確かに理屈は合ってるけれど。
でもなんか単純すぎね。15年後のオカリンはもっとでかい秘密がありそうな感じで話していたように思われ。
法王院京馬は作戦が単純であればあるほど大げさに言う男だ。バカめ、すでに貴様のやり方は全て見抜いているのだ。
感心していいところなのかな。
全俺が泣いた。
ねえ、オカリン、クリスさんってここに座ってなかった？オカリンと
前より
ダル君といつも一生懸命話してて、マユシーはよくわからないけどなんか夢中で話してて、オカリンとクリスさんはよく喧嘩するんだけどきっととっても仲良くて。
マユシ何言っとるん？マキセクリスって天才科学者だお。こんなラボに来るはずないって。
変だよね。夢なのかな。
もしかしてこの子にもリーディングシュタイナーが？
いや、そんな力はない。でもどこかで覚えてるんだ。別の世界線であったことを。誰でも心のどこかで。クリスはマユリを助けるために全力を尽くしてくれた。マユリが、いや、俺たちが今ここに立っているのはクリスのおかげなんだ。
え？
ねえオカリン、クリスさんのこと好き？
クリスティーナは俺の助手であり、大切な仲間であり、そして特別な存在だ。
そっか。
それにあいつが俺に惚れているという事情もある。
嘘！まさかのリア充展開。
じゃあ
重展開。リアル重。Oh, yeah, that's right.
絶対助けなきゃ。何があっても絶対助けなきゃ。
あ、
きっと帰ってきてね、クリスさんを連れて。
当たり前だ。
アマネ氏、僕の娘っていうのが本当だとすると、僕の嫁は？
それは秘密にしておく。
またか。
行
くぞ。
さっきと全く同時刻に到達できた。あとはおじさん次第だよ。
分かって。サイリウムセーバーを例の場所に置いといてくれ。
サイリウム。セリウム？ケミカルライト。サイリウム。OK。サイリウム。サイリウムセーバーを。
任せて。
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変える。そのためにはまずはここだ。因果関係はわからない。だがここで俺がメタルウーパーを出してしまえば、あの封筒に金属が紛れ込む可能性は低くなる。
Notes insert. Magiri Komu.
やはり
このシリーズあんまり残ってないのに、マユシーは100円玉を切らしちゃっているのです。
甘ったれるなマユリ。たとえ幼なじみであっても金は貸さん。
へえ。
お前に今人生の厳しさを教えてやろう。
ウーパだよ。
レアなのか？
レアじゃないけどね、すごく可愛いでしょ。
よし、次。
すみません。
クリス。
どうして私の名前を？どこかでお会いしましたっけ？
クリス。
聞いてます。何なんです？質問に答えてください。
俺はお前を 助ける。
これより8階ホールにて中町博士の会見が開かれます。入場は
待って、待ちなさい。
まさか自分で自分を演じることになるとはな。マユリの落としたウーパをクリスが拾っていたのか。だがウーパが金属でなくなった以上、中橋の封筒は放っておいても飛行機の事故で焼けるはず。あとは
I'm sorry, so I got lost already.
中鉢を追い払い、隙を見てクリスを気絶させれば。
気絶させる。
血のりが固まってる。
Yeah, should have checked it beforehand. I will.
そうか。長い間血のり部分は使わずにいたから空気に触れて凝固し。
何の用だ。
考えろ。考えるんだ。何かあるはずだ。何か考えろ。中鉢を追い払うのは難しいことじゃない。問題は血のりだ。血のりの代わりになるものさえあれば。
黙れ。よくも盗むなどと。
そうだ。
やめろ。誰だ貴様。
混沌を望み世界の支配構造を破壊する者。そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。
野望。Wildest dreams, ambitions.
聞きたいか。我が名はおーい京馬。
何をわけのわからないこと。お前さっきのガキだな。なるほど、そういうことか。貴様ら示し合わせて私の会見を台無しにしようとしたんだな。そうか、そういうことか。
パパ、逃げて。
断る。どうした。そのナイフは何のために持っているんだ。
なんだと。
ポーズだけか。この神に等しい力を持つ俺に恐れをなしたか。
どうし。Both?
ふざけるな。
さあどうした。震えているぞ。怖いのか。
どこまでこの私を愚弄するつもりだ。
Foolish? 愚弄
結局貴様はその程度の男なのだ。実の娘の有能さを喜べないなど、貴様にはこの俺を殺すことはできない。絶対に絶対にな。
見ろ、
落ち着け。あと少し。よくも殺してやる。
ただで済むと思うな。
横になって。今救急車を呼ぶから。もしもし、救急ですか？すぐ来てほしいんです。
俺は言っただろう。俺はお前を助ける。
He still had the knife.
これは間違いなく俺が見たクリスだ。
They didn't have to like go through this whole convoluted thing of using his own blood. I mean, it could have just kept it to the same story of it being from the capsule. Still could have ended up the same. It's not, you know, he's already kind of sacrificed more. It's not like you're adding more to the character, other than you already shown he was a moron, you know, kind of twice in this way. But okay.
おじさん。
さよなら。あ、待て。ちょっとだけ待ってくれないか。
そんなことしている場合じゃないよ。おじさん、このままじゃ。
頼む。
おい、誰かいるのか。
頑張れよ。これから始まるのは人生で一番長く一番大切な3週間だ。
もう無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも程がある。
バカとはなんだ。計画通りだろう。
簡単な止血しかしてないから、戻ったらすぐに病院行ってね。きついと思うけどなんとか耐えてね。行くよ。
Yeah, heavy gravity on a wound is not a good thing. you're gonna bleed out fast. It's gonna be nasty. Because you know your body's kind of like it's a thing that holds all the stuff inside in, you know, the skin and stuff. So you
シュタインズゲートは誰も知らない世界線。
鈴を
でもおじさんの理論が正しければ論文は焼けタイムマシン開発競争は起きず第三次世界大戦も起こらない。私は一緒にいることはできない。だから先にお礼を言っておくね。ありがとう。また会おうね。7年後に。
Well, she's born in 7 years.
予告、オカリンが来たって。入れ違いになっちゃった。あ、その時
ラボ面ナンバー006の証だ。
僕いつラボ面に？
その記憶はあるいは前世まで遡るかもしれんな。
Okabe. Krista. Kind of forgetting all the names already. Okay. Feris? Yeah, Feris. What was the A? Oh, yeah, yeah.
なんだろうこの文字。今日も？さっきまでいたにゃ。やっぱりフェリスちゃん何かもらわなかった？そういえば
ラボ面ナンバー007のピンバッジだ。助けが欲しい時はそれを握りしめラヨーダスタセッラと唱えるがいい。
ラヨーダラヨーダスタセラスタセラ
あ？岡部ならさっきまでここにいたのによ。
わゆりお姉ちゃん。てってる姉ちゃんと？
ああ、今日からここでバイトすることになった。
桐生萌香です。
ナイが転んだところを助けてもらってな。ちょうど仕事もないっつうからうちで働いてもらうことになった。
椎名真由里です。
大人気だな。岡部の野郎もあんなりナンパしやがってよ。
いつでもラボを訪れるといい。
ありがとう。
おかえ
りん。おかえりとオカリンを合体させたん？
合体？ Oh, it becomes one person. Merge or connect. 合体。
オカリンは？
うん、ちょっと買い物行ってくるって。
そっか。
うん、これラボ面の証だってさ。ラボ面ナンバー002と003。いつの間にラボ面そんなに増えたん？ 008 まであるって言ってたけど。
王はオカリンでしょ。椎名、橋田、漆原。エリス。M と K と A って？
さあ、あともう一個箱の中にしまっていったお。
ラボ面ナンバー008は7年後に現れる。
また妄想っすか？
必然だ。ダルのな。
僕の
7年後。楽しみだな。どんなラボ面なんだろう。
7年後って想像もできないよ。
でもね、ラボは変わらないと思うよ。何年経ってもずっと。
お前は今どこにいるのだろう。アメリカの研究機関で論文を書いているだろうか。確かめたいことがあって。
確かめる。確かめたい。
徹夜で実験をしているだろうか。もしかしたら父のことでまだ悩んでいるかもしれない。俺と過ごした3週間をお前は覚えていない。だがそれでいい。お前が今どこかで息をして声を出して何かを一生懸命考えている。それで十分だ。俺と同じ世界を、未来がまだわからないこの世界をどこかで一緒に見ているのだから。
それ違う？
会えた。あなたを探していたんです。助けてくれたお礼を言いたくて。
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？何？俺が守れだと？やれやれ、勝手なことを言ってくれる。まあいい。それが選択だというのなら、エル・プサイ・コングル。
エル・プサイ？
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
いや、だから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないと。あれ？
ようこそ我が助手マキセ・クリス、いやクリスティーナ。未来のことは誰にもわからない。だからこそこの再会が意味するように無限の可能性があるんだ。これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
Okay. Fuck. Alright. Okay. Let's turn up the volume. Should have known that was going to happen. Alright, so not as bad as the... It was okay. Like I said, I do like how they're... they did have a nice little denouement, conclusion. And, again, the father just kind of lost asylum, went to Russia but wasn't accepted for asylum. So I don't know what he was escaping for. He didn't really commit any crimes, other than assaulting his daughter. So... And even that, she'd have to report it, so... Really, he can claim it was like he didn't attack the daughter. Again, this probably wouldn't be working as way anyway, I don't know what the full story as to why he would all of a sudden want to escape Japan and try to seek refuge and political asylum in Russia. But yeah, there you go. It was a good story. Good story. Okay. I still like Full Metal Alchemist better, Brotherhood better, at least the first 2 seasons, and this is what I've seen so far. I haven't seen it to the end. Again, I need to do that. I need to watch it to the end. But so far of the anime shows I've been watching, that's been the best. Now I know Attack on Titan is a really good show. I already know it because I've already seen it. But it's not going to be as funny as Attack on Titan. As Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. But it's still a good series. It's just super dark. Super dark. It does have some humorous moments, but for the most part, yeah, it doesn't have much. Yeah, so super heavy. But again, I'm looking forward to it because it's really just a damn good story, and where it's going, everything fits. Like it doesn't feel like there's a weakness to the plot line. So it's very tight. I guess the term is like it's got a very tight plot. And like the reason when things happen, like you see things are set up as why it needs to happen that way. Things, very small things could have made things go differently. True, but since that didn't happen, it's not like they were like going against the idea of logic, or they were going against reason for it to have happened. At least in the manga, I think the anime, because of some things, they kind of take things a little differently, to where it kind of stretches credibility a little bit, but still, I think it follows close enough to where it's fine. So yeah, I am looking forward to basically re-experiencing that in Japanese. Kind of like I had fun redoing Harry Potter in Japanese. That was it's been kind of enjoyable to do. I mean, I'm not going to do all 7 books, but the 3 books of which I did do, quite fun. So, looking forward also to finishing up book 3. And hell, who knows? Maybe later I'll actually finish up the other books. There are books like this where it's based on dramas that I've seen, and so I get to re-experience the story in a written format, which can be fun. And I have done that, and it is fun. And here's the thing: if you're gonna get better in Japanese, your aim is like to the hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours of consuming Japanese. And the way which I'm doing here, this is a form of study. What you saw me doing, I'm seeing stuff and I'm looking up words. And it's kind of screwed up in that I'm seeing words that I should have remembered, but I didn't. So that's not too good. But again, those words are still in Anki, and I'll get to see them, and then I'll be adding more words to Anki. So there's that. So that's kind of cool. Oh, sorry. I have a weird yawns because you get to see really not too much I could talk about this. I mean, it's about time travel, so there's really there's kind of limitations, how you would approach it. You look at this as like, well, they time traveled twice, so why wasn't he seeing himself a second time, type thing. Why? I think they mentioned like it counts as if it never happened. I guess, who knows. Like she can travel back and forth. Yeah, okay, but then she's changing timelines, so how does that even work? And then actually she was kind of removed from the timeline. Is how that worked out. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. What else? It is fun though. I mean, this whole reading, it's fun. I know people are gonna make fun of me for the whole pausing and looking at words, and they'll make fun of like how, like the guys they gotta look at. They'll say like they'll point to a particular word I had to look up. It's like, well, okay, fine, who cares? I'm doing it for myself, not for you. So there you are, and it's enjoyable. And this took a while to get through. I mean, I want to say if you want to average it, it was roughly about 30 minutes. I think that's fair. About 30 minutes an episode on average. So of reading time. And so do the math. 26 episodes, so 13. So 130 hours, or I'm sorry, 13 hours. There you go, 13 hours. Imagine like doing 13 hours per season of, so do the math. This is like the 20th or equivalent of 20th one. So, that could be about 260 to 300 hours worth of reading. Maybe more, maybe probably less, probably more than that. Probably approaching 500 hours. Just this particular drama or anime just goes by faster. Books take a little bit longer. Half hour of going through a book is probably going to take me like 2 hours. Or I'm sorry, half hour will take me about an hour, so 2 to 1. This is like essentially or 1 to 1. Sorry, 1 to 1. So 30 minutes reading would for every 30 minutes of audio, it takes me about an hour's worth of reading to get it. Okay, that's when I'm in right now, where I'm at in book as far as novels are concerned. When it comes to anime and dramas, it feels like for every 40 minutes of audio, I need an hour's worth of time. So I could actually probably go through, 3-4 dramas if I wanted to. Right now we're approaching the 2-hour mark, because what I'm doing is like the first half hour, besides my just talking to the camera, is doing the news. So there's that. Then half hour or so, but also I'm talking a bit, so that adds another. So it could be about 40 minutes or so when we add all the bullshit I add to it. Same thing for the second episode. Like this bullshit I'm talking now, or when I was talking bullshit in the middle of the episode. Again, that just adds a little bit of time to what is happening. But if it was like pure just concentrating just on the show, not trying to go and then talk to the camera a bit, then it would be done a little bit faster. I probably could do 3 episodes a day if I like start with an episode and then do back to back to back. Then yeah, I could probably do in the 2 hours time. Take care of 3 episodes. Let's see, if not 4. I mean, probably close to 4 if I really pushed it. But then I'd probably be part of this is I do enjoy talking to the camera, so there is that, and also that first part of doing the news. It's been fun. I quite enjoy that. Yeah. But anyway, the next thing's going to be Harry Potter, and so since those are going to be like hour-long episodes, as far as the audiobooks, in fact, let's look at the. Okay, let's see. Going to music, audiobooks, Harry Potter 3. Let's see, what do we got for time? Alright. And I forgot, what is the last book I did? Was it 11? I even forgot like which, what was the final chapter I did. Let's see. Is it that one? That doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. But anyway, like this is hour 13 minutes, 58 minutes. So if I just take these down to like 25 minutes and 25 minutes, I might these might be able to take care of these in 2 hours. So I might hold off on doing the whole reading the news with when I get into the novels. All right. Steins Gate next. No, I'm not going to do. I've already got the next anime already planned out, and then I'm done with the anime stuff. Animes are fun. They've been enjoyable. If you go on the website, language learning with Netflix, they've got you can look up categories, and then you go to categories like in learning Japanese, and I live in Japan, right? So you get but then they rank it by IMDb. The thing about IMDb though is most of the Japanese shows that are ranked on IMDb are ranked because of people overseas that have watched it. So a lot of the anime are ranked higher than any of the dramas. So there's that. Like you got to go like down quite a while before you get to the first drama, which I think is like GTO or something. Then, whereas really in reality, anime is not like that big and not that big in Japan. So you'd have more dramas that are ranked much higher than. But I think the problem was they're using US Amazon IMDb, or not IMDb, maybe they're not using IMDb. I think, yeah, okay. Since they're using IMDb and not like Amazon to rank the shows, then, there's nothing you can really do about it. And yeah, if it's a IMDb, most people who are rating it are not Japanese, unless they somehow find a way to say, hey, how is this show rated by people who are registered in Japan? And I don't know if you can do that, but that would be a good idea. Then you can see like what do the Japanese consider our top shows. Now a good way to approach that is look at the Japanese Television Academy Awards, or I think something like that, and then it's seasonal, so it's not yearly, it's seasonal, and it will list like, so you get to see what was the best drama for this particular season. And usually if it's the best drama, and then also says best director or best screenwriter, and it's the same drama, that's probably a good drama to watch. It just means like it got all the major awards, and it might even say best actor and actress. I don't give much weight to that part, but it, you know, sometimes you'll also see that as well. But yeah, so if you got a show that's like at the, you know, winning all those awards, check that show out. That's probably a good show worth checking. If you see the list, you actually get some. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me okay, the Addicts. There we are. Tokyo Drama Awards. No, wrong one. Sorry. Not the Tokyo Drama Awards. There we go. Television Drama Academy Awards. Okay, here we go. Alright. So this is on Drama Wiki. Just do a search for Television Drama Academy Awards, and right now it's up to fall 2019, so that's the 103rd. You know, probably with the issue with coronavirus, you're not, you know, they're not holding these as, I don't know if they're, you can go and look for them, but yeah, it's, well, let's just say like this is the most recent one. So it looks like these are separate, so it's not like this doesn't sweep the awards, but Ore no Anashi wa Nagai, my story is long. This one doesn't match. There's right here, it's best director. Kino Nani, oh yeah, so there's one good one. Kino Nani Tabita. That's a good drama. That's on Netflix right now. For best director, best, yeah, right there. So it's got best drama and best director, so that's a good one to check out. Here is Nagi no Itama. You know, so this is. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. Okay. Ohima. Oitoma. Alright, cool. But yeah, let's go down to 2004, because these are the dramas where I've said about Drama Note with the has the transcript. So there you start showing like Goksen 2. So yeah, it's got different shows. So maybe that's not so. But here you got Tiger and Dragon, which again is a drama I'm going to be doing for this live stream. But you know, it's best drama, best director, best screenwriter, best actor even, Nagase Tomoya, best supporting actor, Toshiyuki Nishida. Okay, so I think he's a singer. He played Ryuji. Densha Toko again got all the awards. So best drama, best director. Didn't get best scriptwriter, but that's fine. I'm not really a fan of that drama, but again, it would probably be a good drama. This is the one I just did. Nobuto will produce. Best drama, best director, best screenwriter. I also got best actor and supporting actor. Didn't have best actress, huh? But Inoue Mao, so Hana Yore Dango, so she got it for the actress. Here's another one. Now this one, best drama, but didn't get best director or screenwriter. But yeah, this is a very dark drama, but I'll probably be doing that. EDU got quite a lot of the awards. So what you can do is by checking this out, because there's so many dramas out there, maybe check out the Drama Academy Awards and look what the Japanese felt was a very good drama for their particular, for Japan. And you might get some really good recommendations. Nodame Kentabire, it's a really good drama. Again, it's a drama I plan on doing a Let's Read on. This one, there wasn't really too much, so Proposal Daisaku's, it was okay. I wasn't a fan, but you notice, so it's not director or scriptwriter. This just happened to be best drama, but there are some other shows that were in contention. So you might find that this, I'm not a very good fan of that one. That was just a girl that sneaks into an all-boys school did. And you notice, like, it didn't, there was no sweeping of the categories. But here, categories, Galileo. Hey, that's that book right here. And that could be a really good drama to check out. Again, it's episodic. It's your, you know, it's basically a, what is it, the police procedural, essentially. SP, not a fan, but it was alright. Last Friends, very dark drama, but won the, anyway, you see my point is that you can then take this list here, somehow find out if anyone has access. There are places on the internet that these TV shows are archived. I'm not going to tell you where they are, but they, you know, they do exist. And I'm not even talking about, you can't do this by torrents even. I mean, it's like these are like people saved on Google Drives. So if you can find the correct Google Drive, you've got access. But yeah, and like here, so Rookies, which I've done Let's Reads on. Yusei no Kizuna, again, I've done a Let's Read on. So these are fun shows to, you know, watch and read and, you know, try to use to learn Japanese from. And there are some shows I haven't seen. I haven't seen Boss, but, you know, it might be a show to watch. Buzzer Beat, that's a high school basketball story. Gene, oh yeah, that's a really good drama. I do recommend checking that out. I mean, you notice it just swept the categories. Good God, except for Best Actress. Mother, that was kind of a dark story. There was nothing there. Free Timer. Nothing really swept the categories. Here we got Gene 2 sweeping the categories, so it might be another good drama to check out. I haven't really watched Gene 2 all the way through. Family, let's see, Carnation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Mei-chan Sensei, Priceless. But yeah, just go through here, find a drama, and check it out. You know, you start with if you want a chance to like download, like if you're trying to find like torrents or whatnot, then you probably want to look up more recent dramas. The older ones are much harder to find. Or if you find an older one and it happens to be on Amazon, you know, check it out. Or maybe you're lucky and you're able to rent off Amazon. You know, that's a possibility. I don't know. They do rent a lot of movies, so you pay. Unfortunately, it gets very pricey when you're talking like 200 or 300 yen per episode. So like the entire season, you could be paying, you know, up to $40. So you may not like that idea. So yeah, there you go. And it's not covered by Amazon Prime. But it's something to consider. But yeah, go through here and just look at what are the best dramas, screenwriter, director. I think those are the ones, because actor and actresses usually sometimes they're voted by popularity, not a quality. I'm guessing here, by the way. I haven't really looked at these awards, like as far as these are concerned. Code Blue up to season 3. Reverse, yeah, I've seen that one. That was a weird. It's kind of like basically a mystery, but a quartet also kind of a mystery. There's a comedy here. Nigeru wa Hajida ga Yaku ni Tatsu. So that's the one where we got married as a job. Again, kind of swept the awards. The actress was really good in that. And that's her name? Aragaki Yui? No, okay. Who cares? Well, I'm saying who cares. I mean, very nice actress. I really liked her character in that particular drama. The lead actor, he's a singer, Hoshino Gen. I wasn't impressed with his acting. He was a very dry, boring character, and he didn't really seem to bring any life to the character. But the lead actress was very bright and cheerful. In fact, most of the other characters were bright and cheerful, brought a lot to it. The lead actor kind of brought the story down. In fact, was he even? Yeah, he wasn't even listed as the. Full-time wife escapist. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we married as a job. That's what it's really. Yeah, Hoshino again. Let's see what else he's been in. I've seen him in a couple of other dramas, but he's mainly known for singing, I think. Okay, he's been in quite a bit. There you go. Nothing is ringing a bell. Oh, he was in Tiger and Dragon? Really? Ayashiyate, Don. Oh, he's one of the Donsuku. Really? Udon desu. Well, there's udon. Yeah, that. So, donburi, donsuki, donkichi, udon desu. Didn't even notice. I really didn't know. And I've seen Tiger and Dragon like many times. I didn't know that was the actor. Okay, cool. Well, okay. You learn something new every day. Here, let's look at the chart real quick. Huh. Oh, he had his hair cut. Look at that. Okay. I would not have recognized him because, you know, I just remember him in... Huh. Well, there you go. I did not know. Cool. Alright, well, stop that there. Okay, I've talked enough. Thank you all very much. This was Nuke Marine. I'll be back, probably be back tomorrow with starting up with Harry Potter, book 3, the second half of book 3. That is going to take a while because I'll probably be doing some chapters. I'll be doing like only, splitting up over 2 days. So if I did a chapter a day, I'll be done in 11. It'd be like 10 or 11 days. But I'm not going to do a chapter a day, so it's going to be at a variable time. The next book after that, I got to really think about because I want to do a mixture of Komini Ningen and one of the others. Like, so it comes out to about basically the books I do are going to be around 10 hours in length. Or it can split up into 10 hours like Sora Tobu Taya. That one is 2 books long. But, I'll probably read the first book and then the second book. But, yeah, look forward to that. Because that's also a drama. You can find that drama on Netflix. And it's like 5 episodes. But it's like really kind of dark. Because it's based on a kind of like a real event. A real event in the 80s. So similar to like... the few other books I need kind of interested in doing. So there are some dramas in which I want to really experience. I kind of want to do it as a let's read, but time will tell. And of course now I have to decide like doing more offline. I can't just say, oh, just wait for it to be online. I got to do a lot more stuff offline. Because the more you do this, the better you get at Japanese. That's all there is to it. The more I'm reading, consuming it, listening to it, having it playing, in loop, studying it with Anki, then the better I get at the language. And I do want to get it to a level of native level fluency. That doesn't mean I sound like a native when I speak. I'm not aiming for that. It's just that when I can understand natives as they speak, I understand anything which is thrown in front of me that a native would understand. That's the level which I want to attain. The speaking, you can train a little bit so you can actually sound good, but I'm not looking to sound like I was born in Tokyo. I'm not born and raised in Tokyo. I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking like, hey, I am at a functional adult level of Japanese. That's kind of the goal. And I think it can be achieved. Just look at, Matt versus Japan as an example, Matt Bonder as an example there. But he did it by consuming hours a day. It wasn't just sitting in front. And you listen to when he talked about when he was learning. Again, a part of it was he would look up stuff he didn't know. But instead of it doing like an hour a day, it was like 6 hours a day. That's a big difference. He'll accomplish in 2 years. If I was doing the pace an hour a day, then it would take me 12 years to accomplish. So to get to that level, I got to consume much more. And yeah, that's just a way to look at it. But I'm lazy, so I probably won't. So let's be realistic here. My character is what it is. Anyway, thank you all very much. This is Nuke Marine. This has been fun. See you tomorrow. Oh, and I apologize. I might do this on YouTube. I might be streaming on YouTube tomorrow. There you go. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Later, guys.